Hey YouTube, it's Smoke Monster 815 here. It's December 31st, 2012, and last year I made this video way late, so I thought I'm going to jump on the bandwagon early and go ahead and get this out of the way. So this is my top 10 movies of 2012. Um, a lot of great movies this year, and it took me probably 30 minutes to sort through them all. I've got like three sticky notes up here on my computer, all of the the things that I sorted through, and just try to narrow it down. And these are movies that these are only the movies that I saw this year. I did not get a chance to see a lot of them that I really wanted to, that I'm sure belong on this list, but I just didn't see them. Also, I'm leaving out obvious ones like the blockbusters of the summer, The Avengers, Dark Knight Rises, 21 Jump Street, Amazing Spider-Man, Prometheus, all these, Hunger Games. I'm leaving all those out because those obviously were good movies, but I'm trying to focus on a more, personal level that I really liked, as far as, those weren't great movies. They were just, blockbusters of the summer. So I'm leaving those off. So let's get started. Number 10 is Trouble with the Curve. Um, the funniest part about this movie was I saw it with my parents when we were on our vacation at the beach. And when my parents want to see a movie, I'm just like, I don't care. You guys pick. I mean, I hardly ever see movies with my parents, so I'm not going to be like, no, that's terrible. We can't see that. So they were like, oh, let's see this. I was like, okay. Yeah. So I went into it completely blind, like not even expecting it to be any good at all. Um, it didn't look that good to me. Justin Timberlake, come on. But to my pleasant surprise, it was really, really good. Um, I think that Amy Adams and Justin Timberlake did great, and I cannot believe I'm forgetting that guy's name. Clint Eastwood, thank you. Clint Eastwood did a great job too. Even though that I thought it was supposed to be Gran Torino was supposed to be his last movie, but he came out with this random thing. But it was really good. I liked it. So that's number 10. Number 9 is Your Sister's Sister. Uh, really a very weird concept for a movie, I thought. Um, just a weird love triangle with your family and your sisters, and Mark Duplass. He's probably becoming one of my favorite actors of all time. Um, and who else was in that? Emily Blunt. Anything Emily Blunt touches is amazing. So it was really good. Definite. Weird though, very weird. But anyway, number 9. Number 8 was Cabin in the Woods. I think anyone who saw Cabin in the Woods already understands that movie was I don't even know. Like, that's one of the few movies I've ever walked out of completely mind-fucked. Completely mind-fucked. Like, it's not even out of right field. It came out of just thin air, nowhere, that ending, and it was definitely not what I thought it would be. But a great movie, nonetheless. My computer went black. There we go. Number 7 is Salmon Fishing in the Yemen. What's bad about this is I caught this movie about halfway through. My roommates were watching it, and I walked in. It was like halfway through. I was like, I guess I'll finish watching it. I loved it. So I didn't even see the first half, and I loved it. Again, Emily Blunt. Anything that girl touches is amazing. And it got so many nominations for the Emmys. Emmys? Is that right? I think it's Emmys. Yeah. So congrats to them for that. Number 6 was Argo. Argo. Great movie, I thought. Very historically accurate. Ben Affleck, director and starring. He was okay. It was really good, though. And that's why it's number 6. Now we're getting to the top 5. This is where I had a lot of trouble narrowing it down. But number 5 is The Hobbit. Now, The Hobbit. Let me just go ahead and say, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. Huge Lord of the Rings fan. It's number 2, to my Harry Potter fandom is Lord of the Rings. I can quote you, I can, name you any character. And The Hobbit had me worried. It really did. But I think for what it was worth, it was a good movie. Now, the fact that it was, it's a three-part, series now, and that's not got me too excited. But I think that for the introduction to that was, they did a good job. The best part about it was just revisiting Middle-earth, honestly. Like, just seeing characters, Gandalf and everyone again, and just being back to that place where we haven't been there since, 2002, 2003? I can't remember when those movies came out. 2001? I don't know. We haven't been there in, probably 10 years. So it was just good to go back to that time and that, just that scenery and, just the jolly good times that the dwarves had. It was good. It was good. It had heartfelt moments. The only problem I had with it was that it was more of it just kept going from, oh, we got a big problem, let's fight it, Gandalf saves us, walking a little bit, bigger problem, Gandalf saves us. It was just a lot of that. But other than that, I thought it was great. Number 4 is The Lorax. Now, hear me out. The Lorax was probably one of my favorite animated animated movies of, I'm not going to say all time, but it's up there. Like, I just rented it on a whim, and I'm not big on animated movies. I'm not big on Pixar. Toy Story, the classics are great, but these new ones that are coming out, I'm not really big on them. I don't really look into them that much. But The Lorax was great. Like, it had a good message. It, at the end, I was crying when they were singing Let It Grow. Let It Grow is probably one of my favorite songs from any Disney movie now. And it was just great. I really loved it. The characters were great. It had great plot. Ed Helms was surprisingly good as the what was he called? I can't remember his name. But yeah, Zac Efron, Taylor Swift. That was weird, but still, good movie. Number 3. Okay, top 3. Number 3 is Safety Not Guaranteed. Once again, Mark Duplass, great actor. Aubrey Plaza, one of my favorite actresses, and probably my current celebrity crush as of right now. She did a phenomenal job. I've only known her in Parks and Rec, where she's like this funny, quirky kind of girl. And then in this movie, we saw a completely different side of her, where she's completely serious, and it's a romance, and you had no idea until the very end whether this guy was a lunatic or not, or whether he was really going to travel through time. And it was amazing. Like, I was on the edge of my seat through the entire movie, and I loved it. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, these top 3, if you haven't seen them, see them. Like, the other ones, I can understand where you might be a little iffy, but these top 3, you need to see them, starting with Safety Not Guaranteed. There goes my computer again. 9 minutes. Wow. Okay, number 2, Moonrise Kingdom. I saw this movie, and I saw this trailer, and I thought, gotta see it. Got to see it. It looked amazing, and I saw it at the Manor Twin, which is like this rinky-dink theater that only shows 2 movies at one time, and it was a packed-out house. Like, it was a Friday night. There was people were applauding at the end. It was probably not Quentin Tarantino. Stop. Why did I almost say Quentin Tarantino? Oh, God. Now I can't think of the guy's name. But he did all those other Life Aquatic, whatever. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, that guy. Great movie. And what was great was that the stars of the movie, the Bruce Willis. Oh my God, I hate when I blank on names like this. Bill Murray, thank you. They were not the main focus of the movie. The movie focused on the kids, and they were great. Like, people I had never heard of in my entire life. It just blew me away. These kids they were great, and I truly loved it. Okay, here we are, number one. Without a doubt, my favorite movie of 2012 has to be. Are you ready? Perks of Being a Wallflower. Da da da! I fell in love with this book. I fell in love with this movie. I fell in love with every character, every actor, every second of every part of that movie. I loved it. It was nothing. It was a perfect 10. I've never given a movie a perfect 10. Well, I have, but I haven't in a long time. And the fact that it had Emma Watson just made it 12 times better. Logan Lerman was amazing. The other guy with the curly hair, he was amazing. That story, that the book set it up to be perfect, and they did not. Well, there was a few. I'll give that. There was a few nitpicky things that I didn't like about it because I'd read the book and I was like, well, it doesn't. No, but besides that, perfect movie. Definitely number one. Definitely need to see it if you haven't. There's a poster on my wall. It's the background on my phone. It's all I talked about for probably 4 months. And it was just a great movie. And before I go, let's see. Oh, yeah, I had honorable mentions because my list was so long. I'll just run through them really quick. And the honorable mentions are Being Flynn, Jeff Who Lives at Home, Celeste and Jesse Forever, and Paranorman. Sorry, I just got a text message. Yeah, 2 of them, actually. Oh my God, stop interrupting my video. Yeah, honorable mentions, Being Flynn, Jeff Who Lives at Home, and Ruby Sparks. I didn't put that on here, but Ruby Sparks was a good one too. So you should check those out if you haven't. They weren't good enough to be in my top 10, but I really enjoyed them and thought that they were, above average, but not too great to be on my list. All right, 13 minutes going on. That's my list. That's my top 10 movies of 2012. Leave your comments, and we'll see if you agree. If you don't, whatever. Leave your list if you want. And, yeah, it's been a great year for movies, and I can't wait for 2013. So, you guys have a good new year, and I'll see you guys in 2013.